Yeah, shit, I've been doing it.
Yo, what up, guys? Facebook peeps, fellow YouTubers, it's your boy Jesse, aka Mr. Cheddar's Always Better, here to give a little movie review of X-Men Apocalypse. So, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Hopefully this won't be too long. I do have some notes concerning it. There's a lot of things that I just didn't like, unfortunately. Probably the worst of the X-Men movies. For those who don't know, Bryan Singer came back to direct the X-Men movies. He wasn't in it for X-Men First Class or X-Men The Last Stand, and so at least on the X-Men The Last Stand, there was some issues kind of messing up the continuity of the movie. So Days of Future Past is Bryan Singer coming back to direct the X-Men movies, and so he pretty much fixed whatever issues that X-Men Last Stand brought to the X-Men universe, at least movie-wise. And so I thought he was going to build upon that with X-Men Apocalypse, but unfortunately, yeah, he I don't know if he got Sam Raimi'd, you know, a la Spider-Man 3. I don't know, guys, but this is not, just doesn't feel like an X-Men movie or a build-off of Days of Future Past. So, yeah, I did not enjoy it, guys. The pacing was really slow. The first 20 minutes of it, 20 to 30 minutes of it, it's just Apocalypse going around the world recruiting people. So he awakens in Egypt, and he sees an Egyptian girl named Storm. So I don't know about you guys, but from what I thought, Storm was African. Maybe that was just me. Again, maybe this is an alternate universe. Who knows? But yeah, hey, let's make Storm Egyptian. Yeah, so that's one thing that I just had a gripe about. Trying to go into the movie seeing it as just a movie instead of, you know, going, I want to see if it follows the X-Men movies. I want to see how close it is to the comics. I kind of started leaning away from that just because it's a disservice in a way, you know, because you're going in, the book is always different from the movie in any aspect, really. So it's hard not to go with that mentality. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. The acting was pretty bad. James McAvoy, who plays Professor X, he's always decent, so he was okay in this. You could tell that he's trying. Oscar Isaac, who played Apocalypse, man, was he underused in this. It was not very good. It's got, and the special effects and the CG was very bad for this movie compared to the previous X-Men movies. I mean, you see Apocalypse, Oscar Isaac, you see Ivan Ooze from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Yeah, it really was not very good. The biggest thing, I think, that when it comes to like bad effects and makeup effects, at least, is Nightcrawler's character. So he's got all this blue makeup and stuff, and so his teeth are bright white. There are times in the movie where he either smiles or he's speaking, and he has bleed over or bleed in of this makeup onto his teeth. So you see this baby blue smile once in a while. His teeth are tinted with blue. So yeah, that was just something that really got to me. I could not get away from that. His story was kind of weird. Doesn't have anything to do with continuity when it comes to X2. You know, he also appeared in that, and he wasn't even known by the other X-Men. So now he's been recruited many years before, which is 10 years based, or 10 years after the Days of Future Past movie, which was the previous movie to this. So this movie's now based in the 80s, and just it was kind of a mess up. I don't know. Bryan Singer forgot the movies he made before. I don't know what the heck, man. It's just kind of a messy movie. Michael Fassbender's character, who's Magneto, you know. Jennifer Lawrence's character, Mystique, was the worst of her performances, I think, ever. She looked like she was just going through the motions and was very monotone-like with everything she said and did. I'm here to save you. Let me help you. And all these, characters are, in love with her because she's a superhero to them. She's a role model, right? And I am no role model. I am just me. I am here for no one, but Magneto needs help, and you guys need to be trained. Let me help you, but don't think that I am here to stay. Just very monotone. Just like, and she's got some decent acting skills, alright. She just going through the motion, man. It's a paycheck, I guess. I don't know. Oscar Isaac's character, again, just very underused, Apocalypse would have been hard for anyone, maybe, but for Oscar Isaac, yeah, I don't know where he got his sense of what Apocalypse is or should be, or maybe he was told to be that way, but not Apocalypse-like whatsoever. And his acting wasn't very good in this, and that guy has some acting chops, alright, serious acting chops. So overall, not a very good movie. Highlights to the movie would probably be one scene, and that would be Quicksilver's scene. If you guys are going to waste money to go see this movie, the big highlight would be Quicksilver's scene. It's the best. I would say that this Quicksilver scene is better than the previous one, which of Days of Future Past. And so I'm an 80s child. There's a lot of 80s references. Eurythmics playing in the background. I mean, you cannot go wrong with that. So they got that point, or that part, just right, and it needed it at that point. Jean Grey's character, blah. Cyclops' character, blah. There is a cameo in there, and this character's cameo was not very good either. I think it is what it is, man. I don't know, just to continue the franchise going. The ending credit, the after scenes credit, after credit scene, not very good either. It's not very important to stay. Only if you're a diehard, comic reader and X-Men fan, I guess. But yeah, overall, not a very good movie. It's not a movie that I would recommend for kids at all either. There is some kind of not very nice killing. I don't know how nice killing would be, but yeah, the beginning of it, at least, of the movie, there's a couple death scenes that are like pretty bad. So yeah, not family friendly. I didn't get too many of the characters to describe how they did or not, like Beast and Psylocke, really, and Angel. Yeah, it's a mess, man. But yeah, to me, it's overall a bad movie. So with that, guys, I'm gonna end it. Stay fresh. God bless. Peace.
Yeah. Shit, I've been doing this shit since day one. Yeah, nigga, day one.